All right, everybody. Listen, it's that time. Go ahead and put your city and state in the chat. Put your city and state in the chat. I see we have a lot of people that are chiming in already with their city and state. We have Atlanta, Georgia here. Lithia Springs, Georgia. We have Alabama, Chesterfield, Virginia. Hopewell, Virginia. We have New York on the line. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have 3 minutes and we'll be getting started. All right, everybody, we have Seattle, Washington, Atlanta, Georgia, Livingston, Alabama, Durham, North Carolina, Dallas, Fort Worth, Petersburg, Virginia. Go ahead and put your city and state in the chat. We're going to be getting started, guys, in 1 minute and 10 seconds. Let's go. All right, everybody, listen, we're about to get started. We have 30 seconds left. So go ahead and make sure to let us know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. Also, guys, get ready because I got some more announcements. We've got more commercials. We have so much that is in store for today. So I'm excited to have you guys here. We're about to have day 3 of New Year, New You, the virtual conference. We're about to get started. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is another edition. This is day 3 of New Year, New You, the virtual conference, guys. It has been absolutely amazing so far. So excited to see everybody in the house. How are you guys doing? What's going on? So listen, so far, guys, you guys have been plugged in, but I got to know if you have been here since day 1. If you've been here since day 1, I want you to put day 1 in the chat. If you've been here since day 1, I want you guys to put day 1 in the chat. Who has been here since day 1? And also, guess what? I got an announcement. So really quick, let me just pull this up real quick. I want to show you guys something. I want to show y'all something if y'all don't mind. Well, a couple of things. Let me make this first thing. Okay, so we got our day 1s in the house. Day 1. Hold on, let me shout y'all out as y'all type it in the chat, y'all, because you know I'm trying to highlight our day 1s. Tish Dinkins, All right. Hello. We've got our Dr. Iris Wright, Sharon Baker Boykin. We've got some people with no names yet. Lisa Stringer Bailey, DeShonda Jennings, Sharon Hudgens, Crystal Mance, Jessica Lotz, AJ Robinson, Jackie. Is that how they say your name, Jackie? Anybody ever say Jackie? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, Yolanda Riley. Let's see, April Rhodes, Dr. Tajiri Brackens, Nakisha Johnson. So shout out to everybody who's been joining us live since day one. We appreciate you guys for being here. And also, I just want to shout out everybody who's been over here getting their points up. Getting your points up. Hold on. Let me share the screen real quick because y'all got to see these points. The points are pointing. Okay. The points are pointing. So let me share the screen real quick so y'all can see the points are pointing. Look at this. We have Taisha at 1,100 points. Sideria, 821. Jerry at 801. Dominique, 771. Tavonda, 701. Listen, you only have, now today the number has changed. Today the number has changed. You must have at least 100 points by the time we get ready to do these giveaways. So if you do not have 100 points, then you will not be into this drawing. Okay, so make sure y'all get y'all points up. Now, how do you get your points up? I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna go ahead and post this link in the chat. I'm gonna post this link in the chat. And remember, guys, if your name is selected, you must actually be here. You must be in the private chat. Okay, you can't be watching us from social media. There's so many different ways that you can log in to watch this conference right from your phone. You can watch it. You can watch it from your computer, your tablets, etc. Okay, so that is going to be the link. If you guys have not yet entered, go ahead and do so. Literally just by signing up and doing the first task, you can get 50 points. So you need to get up to 100 points by the time we do our first giveaway today. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all know we might wait until the end to do the two names or do the two drawings, but I do want to make another announcement. So with that stated, darling, right, so let me pull this up. How many of you guys would love to be able to be on more magazines, more online article, people talking about you, people highlighting you, the things that you've done? Wouldn't you guys like that type of recognition? If you would like that recognition, go ahead and say that's me. Just put that's me in the chat. Put that's me in the chat. So I want to show you guys a website real quick. I'm going to pull this up. Let me pull this up on the screen so y'all can see. Here we go. Boop, bada boop, bop, bop, and boop. Okay, so check this out. So I went to the website, Industry Times, searched, and look at this. Who do y'all know this young lady right here, Dominique Carson? So Dominique Carson is one of our Book Profits Club members. She's a two-time author all-star as well. She was actually published in this magazine. If Dominique is here, I want Dominique to just go ahead and type in the chat what being in some of these articles has done for you and your business and your recognition. So yes, come on, y'all. I see BPC family in the house. Recognition gets recognized. And this was an article that we did for our authors right here for a conference that we were doing. And so, oh no, this is me. This is an article about me. I mean, I seen my picture, but listen. How many of you guys would love the opportunity to be mentioned in the Industry Times? By the way, look at this, 1.3 thousand views. The Industry Times. So this is what I'm doing. Let me pull up Facebook real quick. So yesterday I gave everybody a task. Does everybody remember the task that I gave y'all? The homework assignment. Does anybody remember the homework assignment? Anybody remember it? Let me know if you remember it. If you remember the homework assignment, let me know. If you remember what it is, let me know what it is in the chat. What was the homework assignment? Anybody know? Who knows the homework assignment? I'm going to wait to see if somebody puts it in the chat. Well, listen, first of all, let me shout y'all out in the chat that y'all been participating here in the chat. Let me pin this real quick too. Hopefully we ain't gonna have no problems today with our live, right? So anyways, I'm gonna pin this and then hopefully somebody can guess what the homework assignment was. Right, what will you get out this event? So I'm gonna click on the media. And check this out. We literally only had 3 people who did the homework. DeShonda Jennings, Maeva Clark. Oh, hold up. Maeva Clark and Sharon Baker Boykin. Now, the funny thing is that DeShonda Jennings and Sharon Baker Boykin are actually Inner Circle members. So they already have articles that are going to be produced for them. One of the benefits that we give to our Inner Circle members is that we produce articles for them for recognition, to get that recognition, to get that exposure. But because they did the homework assignment, you 3, right? Because you 3 did the homework assignment, guess what I'm doing? We're going to be publishing an Industry Times article that's going to go live by next week. So you 3 that did your homework assignment, shout out to you, because that is a $150 value, absolutely free.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
So I just want to shout y'all out. Listen, y'all never know what's going to happen. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, is we're going to create an article based on a current event or something coming up. Okay. So I'm going to reach out to you 3 tonight, and I'm going to ask you about 3 to 4 questions that I want you to submit. Make sure to reply back to the email with the picture that you want used. And hopefully we're going to try to push it to get it done before this weekend so that you guys can actually get it live. And then what I can do is even show you guys how to be able to better leverage this. Now, one of the things that we offer to Inner Circle members is every quarter we produce 3 articles on major platforms, but it's not just only about being on the platforms, it's about repurposing the content. So we also teach you guys how to repurpose it. There have been articles that were written about me 2-3 years ago, child, and I would get up there and repurpose it and repost it. People don't never read the date. They just be like, congratulations. And so congratulations to you guys for just simply doing the homework. It's crazy. Didn't I tell you guys that that success is about showing up? Success is literally about showing up. For those of us who said, you know what, I'll do it later. You know what, I ain't gonna do it right now. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask y'all a real serious question, y'all, before we get into this? Because this is called New Year, New You. You cannot get a new you if you're not willing to do new things, okay? The instruction was given. This was not an instruction that was like, do it if you feel like it. I'm coaching y'all right now. So today, is it okay, y'all, for those of you, even if you're not a Book Profits Club, is it okay that I be your coach for the next couple of days? Can I coach you? Can I coach you? So the instruction said to write it down on paper, not the 60-second commercial. Okay. So even if you would have did both, that was great. But the specific homework instruction said, write it down, take a screenshot and post it. That's the code. That's the first thing. See, the video was supposed to share, for those of you guys who are saying I did the video. I did not say to do a video to talk about what is it that you plan to get from this conference. Guys, type in the chat space and let me know what I said the video should be about. Go ahead and type that in the chat. Now, as your coach, let me coach you guys on something. When you are in this space of entrepreneurship and you want somebody to buy your products and your services, right? Whatever it is that you're selling, your books, your coaching, you want them to pay for you to speak. You want them to invest into your retreat. Maybe you got merchandise, right? Like this, the Book Profitpreneur, right? Maybe you got different items. My question is, would you want them to pay for your stuff now or wait until they feel like it? If you want them to pay for your stuff now, type 1. If you want them to pay when they feel like it, type 2. Because this is the thing. How you run your business is how people gonna run you. So if you like to procrastinate, I promise you guys, what you sow is what you reap. So you've got to get into, even if you don't feel like it, trust me. I know some of y'all was like, I really just don't feel like writing this down and taking a screenshot. It don't seem like it's that serious. Guys, listen, I'm gonna say it like this, because I used to always say how you do anything is how you do everything. No, I don't necessarily believe that, because I bet you if Oprah was like, I need y'all to write it down and I'm gonna go and look at your stuff, y'all would have wrote it down. But Oprah ain't gonna work with you one-on-one, okay? I bet you if your future boo, somebody that you dating, when you get in them new relationships, y'all know how them new relationships is, right? Hey baby. If your future boo was like, your future husband, your future wife was like, I need you to write this down. Can you do it as soon as possible? You would have did it. But when we talk about doing something for yourself, when we talk about doing something that can change your life, to position yourself, to envision where you're going to be by the end of the year as a result of being here, we want to procrastinate. Is that how you truly see yourself? No, that's not how you see yourself. No, that is not excusable. No, it is not okay to drag and slack. Let me tell you why I'm the way that I am. And then we're going to get into our first speaker. Listen. And this is the crazy thing too, because can I also add this in? You don't have to make no disclaimers on why you did or did not do what you didn't do, or what you did and what you didn't do, or how much of it you did. All you got to do is this, what Tish just said, we got to do better. That's it. There's no need to give excuses. There's no need to give reasoning. We just know the instruction said, get a piece of paper and you're going to write down, as a result of attending New Year, New You, I now have, and you write what you plan to have as though it had already happened. The second instruction was take a picture of it. The third instruction was to post a picture of that in the Facebook group. It's just that simple. The videos though, so those of you guys who shot videos, y'all gonna still get y'all extra opportunities for the drawing and the giveaway, okay? But the instruction for the homework was that, right? So this is the thing. The great thing about tomorrow is that it hasn't come yet. The great thing about life is that every single new day, we get an opportunity to shift it up, to change it up. We don't have to keep operating the way that we have. What you did yesterday, there's nothing we can do to change it. What happened yesterday, we can't change it. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how close you are to God. I don't care how many days you meditate, how much you pray. Guys, you cannot change what happened yesterday. But what we can do is make adjustments. Everybody type adjust in the chat. Type adjust. We can make adjustments today so that our life can change. See, this ain't just a rah-rah session. This ain't just a little, let's just get on New Year, New You, and let's kumbaya, let's clap our hands, let's accept everybody not doing what they're supposed to do. No, that's not what this is, y'all. It's called New Year, New You. And the only way that things can change for your life this year is that you have to be willing to implement stuff even when you don't feel like doing it. Because 9 times out of 10, when your character is built, it's going to be built on the times when you're tired. It's going to be built on the times when they keep telling you no. It's going to be built on the times when you're doubting yourself. It's going to be built on the times when they're laughing at you, when they're talking about you. It's never built on the times when it comes easy, when you feel like doing it, when everything works out. You've got to make a decision today. Do you want to live another 2023 or do you want a new year? All right. Y'all know I love you, right? I told y'all, give me permission to be y'all coach right now. Y'all said I could coach y'all. Y'all said I could coach you. So I hope I ain't too tough on y'all. Don't be mad at me, y'all. I love y'all. But the truth is the truth. The reason why I'm the way I am, when I was in college, y'all, I was on a dance line. Anybody that went to HBCU, shout out to my HBCUs in the house. By the way, I got the wrong layover on. For those of you watching on social media, you need to log in to the software. You got to log in. How do you log in? You got to go to newyearnewyouconference.com. Okay? It's so much going on over here. It's so much in the chat. Y'all throwing y'all shoes? Yeah, throw them shoes. Like, for real, we got to make a decision. We got to get mad. I'm tired, Taria, I'm tired of the same results or the worst results. I'm tired of things not working the way that they supposed to. Taria, something got to change. You got to change. That's the first thing. And guess what? The only person in control of that is you. And also, let me just give you some, can I give you a little bit of, let me get a little love. I've been running my mouth for 20 minutes. I'm about to bring our first speaker on. Y'all, this lash is getting on my nerves. Ooh. Can I say something else too? Y'all be making a decision. And I'm talking about me too. Like I'm talking to Taria too. So let me just say we be making them decisions that, okay, I get it. I hear what you're saying, coach. I'm about to change. And we want miraculous things to happen in 24 hours or less. You became you how many years you have been existing on this earth. So can I give us a little bit? I want to, with that little velvet hammer that I just gave y'all, I also want to give y'all some grace. Guys, it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to revert back. It's a guarantee because it's a habit. You're going to do some of the stuff you've been doing. You're going to make a decision today and you're going to fall back into that space. But this is what you got to learn how to do. Every single time you do it, you got to learn how to bounce back quicker. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be immediate. As soon as you make a decision, oh, I'm just going to jump on board and now all of a sudden my life is going to change. No, it takes 90 days of consistent 90 days of consistent activity to see results. 90 days minimum. And some of us, when we make a decision, when we leave here today, you're going to give it a good 10 and fall off. You got to start again. You're going to give it a good 15 and fall off. Guess what? You got to start again, but at least you got a little further. Can we celebrate the 15? Can we start celebrating the small victories as well? But see, ain't nobody going to tell you this. They just going to tell you that when you make a decision, you got to change. No. You became you however long you've been on this earth. So we cannot expect for us to make a decision today and then all of a sudden. But what I can tell you is this. The more that you bounce back and try to push and don't try, but push, the better you will become. And eventually, the 90 days of consistent activity will come to you like it's nobody's business. And you're going to start to see things happen, not just in your business, but in your personal life, in your wellness, in your spiritual life. Things are going to shift for you. So give yourself a little grace, but do know this. You got to pay, listen, it ain't nobody else's fault that we did not do the work. It's my fault. So let's start taking responsibility here and let's bring awareness to the situation. And as Tish said, we got to do better. All right, come on. Bounce back ability. Y'all ready to get into this conference today? We got 4 amazing speakers that we're going to be bringing on today. We're going to do a breakout networking session as well, where I'm going to do something for y'all. Another little gift, little 1-2. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this is what we're going to do. If y'all are ready to see our very first speaker, I want y'all to put number 1 in the chat. Y'all so silly in the chat talking about she know me. You talking to me? Y'all know it's with love, though. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so excited for you guys. I know that for some of you guys, and I want to say some, I would prefer to say all, but we just know the truth. Like, let's not be funny here. But for some of us, for many of us, we are going to make this decision and our life is going to change. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Y'all said y'all ready? Well, let's bring her on. Let go. Hailing from Southeast England, Taylor Smith, a business consultant and chartered accountant, built a successful corporate career, including serving as finance director for several UK companies, one of which was a major player in the aircraft brokerage industry. Despite her impressive achievements, she grappled with the lack of confidence due to an abusive relationship. Breaking free from this toxic situation marked the true beginning of her journey. Today, Taylor's mission is to empower countless entrepreneurs with knowledge and confidence. She aims to share her story, providing inspiration to women and men facing similar challenges. She firmly believes that pushing through fear and taking risks can lead to remarkable outcomes. Taylor aspires to be a guiding light for those seeking to overcome adversity and achieve their goals. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Smith.
Hello, I'm Taylor Smith. Welcome, welcome. Now, today I want to start a little bit differently. I want you to push back from your computer and get up onto your feet. Up, up. I can't see you, so I'm going to have to trust that you're going to do this, okay? So up onto your feet, and I want you to close your eyes and stretch as much as you can. Keep your eyes closed and put your arms down, but keep your eyes closed because I want to ask you a question. When was the last time you took a vacation? Say it out loud. Okay, now I want to ask you another question. When's your next vacation? Say it out loud. Okay, you can open your eyes and you can sit back down again now. 40% of business owners don't take a vacation at all. Why? Because actually 25% of business owners don't even make it to the second year of business. 25%. That's a lot. Now, what's the most common reason for that? Well, actually, it's money. 82% of businesses fail because of cash flow issues. So today, during our time together, I'm going to give you 3 strategies that you can implement in your business today so that you can make more money, so that you can go on these vacations, so you can spend time with your family or whatever it is that you want to do. Get back that control, get back that freedom. Sound good to you? Shout yes. Okay, great. But before we get into all the fun stuff, I've not always had the freedom that I have today. I've not always been able to go on holiday at all, let alone lovely holidays in the Maldives. I grew up actually really poor. Mum, single parent with 3 kids, doing her best. But to get out of that cycle, the only way I could see of escaping that poverty was to work my butt off, basically. And that's what I did for years and years and years. I dedicated my whole life to my job. I was in corporate employment. I'm a chartered accountant, and I gave it everything. Contracted hours were 9 to 5:30. My hours were actually more like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Constant work. And even when you get home after the work day, you're there with your work mobile, answering emails. It was constant, it was non-stop. And that's how I spent most of my career. Until one day, I was pregnant with my husband and I's second child, and I had a miscarriage. I lost the baby. It was a real low point for me and my husband, but for me, really low. PJs on, didn't really talk, didn't really want to talk, didn't really want to eat. I just had that constant sick feeling in my tummy of blaming myself for everything. I worked too much, I was too stressed. I didn't do the things that were important to me, what I wanted to do, spend time with my family. I felt useless, and I felt lost. The reason why I'm telling you this is because as a business owner, sometimes you can feel lost. We get so caught up in the day-to-day. We lose ourselves in the next problem you're trying to solve or the next sale. And before you know it, you're lost completely. And you've forgotten the reason why you started the business in the first place. Freedom. In fact, freedom is the most common reason business owners start their businesses to get back that freedom. So these strategies that I'm going to take you through today are specifically designed to make you more money so that you can take back that freedom. Sound good? Okay, let's get started. So, strategy number 1, value staircase. Now, what do I mean when I say value staircase? What is a value staircase? Well, if you think of it like an actual staircase, so you have stairs that go up. The bottom is your low value services or items that you provide. So maybe something like an ebook or a checklist that prospects can come and buy from you, but relatively low value. The next step in the staircase is your middle value items. So maybe you have webinars, maybe you have live events or challenges of some sort, a little bit more money. And then the highest stair in the staircase is your higher value items. So maybe you provide one-to-one services, maybe you have some kind of done for you service. That is what a value staircase is. Now, why would you want to have a value staircase? Why is it important to have those different stages in your business when it comes to your services? It's to grow your business. Having that staircase actually makes up one of the key pillars if you want to scale your business. And there's 4 key pillars, and I'll tell you. First pillar, lead generation. So how do you get prospects interested in the services that you offer? The second pillar is lead conversion. So how do you actually take those prospects and convert them into clients? The third pillar is client retention. So how do you get clients to stay with you? How do you provide the experience that's so good and so valuable that they stay with you? And the fourth pillar is client ascension. So they've purchased from you, they've enjoyed their experience. How do you then get them to buy from you again? Those are the 4 pillars that every business owner should take into account if they're looking to grow and scale their business. Now, let me give you an example of what an ascension might look like. So say I'm a marketing professional and I have an ebook on lead generation. I sell it for $7 and interested in that will help them on their journey too. So it might be a live event that I'm doing on lead generation or how to nurture your clients once you've got the leads in. So that's what a value staircase might look like. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I don't need to do that. What's the value in doing that? Well, let's say you don't provide that next step. So let's take that same example. Someone's come in and they've a prospect and they've bought a $7 ebook from me and they found it really useful. It was great. It was all about how to create lead generation, get more prospects through the door. Now, the next step, if there is no next step, there's nothing for the client to then buy. Now the client's getting loads of leads. How do they nurture them? That might be something that they look for next. How do you nurture all the leads that you're getting? If I don't offer a service relating to that, they can't buy anything else from me. They'll go somewhere else to get that service. Now, as a marketing professional, could I help them with nurturing those leads that they are getting? Probably. Does the client know that I could help them with nurturing those leads? No, because there is no other service. So that's the problem with not having the next step for your clients in their journey, is you then lose the sale. You lose that client who likes and trusts you. So I hope you can see how important it is to have that next step, because getting clients is the most expensive part of business quite often. It's marketing. The cost to acquire a client is expensive. So once you have them in your world, you want to keep them there for as long as possible. Now, strategy number 2. Your services should have 3 packages. Now, what do I mean when I say they should have 3 packages? Well, what I mean is you can have a service and you can package that service in 3 different ways, each at a different price point. Now, let me give you an example of what I mean. So let's say I'm a website developer. I make websites for people. Now, one option is I could have one price. I can make your website for £3,000. Now, the other option I could have is I could have 3 packages for that website design. And think of it like a bronze, silver, gold kind of style. So my bronze package could have the layout of the website. So maybe all of the pages laid out, but nothing else, just the core skeleton of the website. My silver package could have everything in that first package, plus adding all the content and any pictures the client might want. And then the gold package could have everything from the previous 2 packages, plus SEO optimization, 6 months support, and any minor amendments that's required once the website's up and running for those 6 months. And you have them all priced at different points. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, there are a few reasons, but I'll give you 2. The first reason is you will appeal to a wider range of potential clients. There might be some people that just want the bare bones, or there might be some people that want the full works. By having the 3 offerings, you can be more appealing to more business owners. The second reason why it's useful having 3 packages is comparison. Now, as human beings, we don't actually understand how much things should cost. What we do is we compare. So once we're told a price, to work out if something sounds like a good deal or if it sounds like we're being ripped off, we compare it with something similar. So if you present your price to your client and you have nothing for them to compare it to, they're going to go somewhere else to find that comparison. Now, that comparison might be a competitor. It might be someone who doesn't provide anywhere near the amount of quality or the service that you provide, but the comparison is going to be made because that's the way human beings can rationalise. That's the way we understand if we're getting a good deal. Now, by having the 3 packages in your offering, you're providing that comparison. You're providing the detail of what's included, and then that is easier for the client to make up their mind as to whether they believe that they want to invest or not. You've got the comparison right there in front of you. It's in your control. Now, if you don't provide the 3 packages if you don't provide those 3 packages, now what's the alternative? You provide one price. Okay, so let's say you provide one price. Now, that you might be speaking to a startup company and you have one price with all the bells and whistles on, and actually that's too advanced for them. They can't afford that. They're probably bootstrapping. They can't afford to spend thousands of pounds on a website. So the result is you lose that sale. Or the other end of the spectrum, maybe you have one price for a client, and actually they would have rather have all the bells and whistles on and all the extras, and they would have happily paid a premium to you for that service. But if you've not offered it, they don't have the option to buy. So what happens is you could have actually made more money from that client had you had the offering there. But the client's never going to tell you that. They're never going to say to you, oh, do you know, I actually would have paid you a couple of £1,000 more if you had offered X, Y, Z. It's not going to happen. So by having those 3 packages at different prices, you're then in more chance of getting the client, winning the client, because they'll either pick one of the 3. Now, I hope you can understand the benefits of providing various packages at different price points when it comes to presenting your price to your clients. Third strategy, don't charge hourly. Don't charge hourly to your clients. Now, what do I mean by that? The best way to explain that is an example. Let's say I'm a bookkeeper and I charge $50 an hour for my bookkeeping services. Now, if in 1 week I did 10 hours worth of work for a client and I charged $50 an hour, that week I could charge $500 in total. Now, What should I do instead? Well, charge for the value you're providing. What's the whole piece of work you're providing in its entirety, not just how many hours you're spending on something. Now, why do I say that? Well, in this example where I'm a bookkeeper, I might have been in bookkeeping for 20 plus years. I might have invested thousands of pounds worth of money in the best possible software so that I can provide my clients the best service. So you're not just getting the service, you're not just getting the bookkeeping, you're getting me and all of my investments that I've made in my business as well. Now, what does that mean? When you compare me to other business owners, to other competitors, I can provide the bookkeeping in half the time, but the quality is much better, the experience is much better for the client. Now, you tell me, is it fair that I then only receive half as much as my competitors? No? Exactly. Is it fair that even though I'm the best at what I do, I charge less than my competitors? No, exactly. And another reason not to charge hourly is there's only so many hours in the day. You can only charge a certain amount if you're charging hourly because you can't buy more hours. You only have X number of hours in the day. So what you're doing is you're creating a ceiling for yourself that you're not going to be able to push past. That's another reason why you shouldn't charge hourly. So if you're serious about growing your business, get creative, find a way that you can charge your services without resorting to hourly pricing. So those are my 3 strategies. Let's recap. Strategy number 1, value staircase. How can you get your clients coming back to buy more from you? What's the next step? Strategy number 2, package your prices and your services in 3 packages so that you're not leaving money on the table. Strategy number 3, do not charge hourly. Now, if you are where I was a few years ago, you're working all hours under the sun, you don't have enough money in the bank, and you just want to get that freedom back, that freedom to take those vacations and not feel guilty about it, get in touch with me, taylorsmithandco.com. Change doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice, and you can choose to make changes that result in more money and more freedom for you and your business. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.
I did. Good afternoon. Before we get started, by a show of hands, how many here today have a child under the age of 5? Just raise your hand. How many here today know someone with a child under the age of 5? Raise your hand. Okay. Just want to scan the room. Did you know that 56% of working women would rather be home with their child rather than going to a job? I was one of that 56%. Before we get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. My name is DeShonda Jennings. I am a wife of 26 years. I'm a mother to 7 kids. I have 5 grandkids, and I run a 6-figure home-based child care business. In addition to that, I'm also a child care coach where I teach other women how to run six-figure businesses. Before we jump into this, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me. Thank you. Now, I have not always been the DeShonda that you see here today. I was born and raised in Lunenburg County, had the best childhood experiences. I was the daddy girl, so I did the stuff of chopping the wood, cutting the grass. That was fun to me, because I'm from the country. Graduated high school in 1993. Fast forward, went to college for accounting. During that college experience, I was a victim of rape. 1994, I had my first child. 1995, I had my second child. 1996, I had a stillborn baby with 2 weeks left to go. Now, even when that happened, I had so many people from my hometown. One, let's just go back to the rape part. It was my fault. I shouldn't have been there. That's what I was told. With my stillborn baby, you're young, you got 2 kids, it's okay. You can have more. That's what I was told. So in 1997, I relocated to Richmond, Virginia. Fast forward, met my husband, got married. We had our first son together. Even doing that, things didn't stay as they always should have been. And I'm gonna share this next piece that I wasn't, but my husband gave me permission. Fast forward doing that, we went to a church. We decided, it's time to turn our life over to God. Because how many of y'all been through stuff? You looking to the Lord, right, for the answers? Lord, if you can get me through this, I won't do that. That was me. And during that time, we tried to have more kids. It didn't happen. 2006, I got blessed with my miracle baby. While we were at that church, turning our life over to God, I went through so much spiritual abuse. I don't know if I'm the only one that ever went through what they call it church hurt. Yeah. Anybody can relate to that? Yeah. That was me. We gave our all to the church. Everything we had. Ended up getting evicted, being homeless, staying in a hotel, pregnant in a hotel with 2 other kids. That was me. Car got repossessed, all while being in the church. So I say that to say, from that experience, that taught me a lesson that I need to know the word for myself. Yeah. Because while I was there, I was just doing what I was told to do. I really, honestly, if I can be transparent, I won't read my Bible. I was just going to church 7 days a week. So I didn't know. I was just whatever they told me to do, that's what I did. But that taught me a lesson. So after the birth of my baby, my miracle baby, the dog representing her today, DeShonda, it changed my whole career, y'all. I was already in corporate, making 6 figures. And people are probably how was you making 6 figures, but yet you got evicted? How many of y'all know sometimes you can have more expenses than money, right? Right. That was me. So after I had DeShonda in July of 2006, I didn't trust nobody. Because I had went through that church hurt. I came through that little small town where people look down upon you you had all these kids out of wedlock. I didn't know what was going on, so I didn't trust nobody. However, I still needed to work, but I also wanted to be home with my baby. So I switched gears because I had a degree in accounting. So I decided to go back to school and get a degree in early childhood. And that's what I did. So I went from corporate to home-based childcare owner. And today I'm gonna share 3 ways on how I did that. If y'all ready, say ready. Ready! All right, let's hop into it. So the first thing that I did is I had to write the vision and make it plain. And for me, it's one of my favorite Bible verses, Habakkuk 2:2. You have to write the vision. Now, I was already working. I knew the amount of money that I needed. I knew the expenses that I had. So when I opened that business, I had to be very strategic. My goal was to be home with my baby and my other kids. So I had to make sure I incorporated that time into that. Because I was that mom who, went through that not trusting people. So in my business principles and handbooks with my parents, I put all of that into it. You know, I gave my everything. Like, how would this parent feel if they bring their child to me? That was part of how I formed my mission for my business. Now, the second thing was the second tip. You had to have nurturing relationships. What that may look like. Like, if you're a parent like me, that was like, you know, join the PTA group, get to know other parents, let them know what you do. But before we go any further into that, I want to go ahead and wake y'all up since we just had a snack. So this is going to take audience participation. So just for a moment, I want everyone here to close their eyes. Everybody. Some of y'all still don't have your eyes closed. Now, if you're a parent in the room, I want you to think back to one of the most memorable moments of you and your child when they were small. I know some of us gotta think back longer, it's okay. Now, if you're not a parent, I want you to think back to a time when you was a child, one of your most positive memories of your childhood experience. I see some of y'all smiling. Okay, open your eyes. Do I have any volunteers in the room that want to share what they saw, that positive experience? 60 seconds or less.
It was raining. It was on a Sunday morning. I went shopping with my baby girl. She is 6 years old. We're across the street. My windshield wipers didn't work, and I had no AC, and it was summertime, 99.9 degrees. Closed the windows up. I said, look at here, girl. This is the plan. When I open the door, we're going to run across the street. She said, okay, mommy, okay. I said, okay. I got out there, got in the car, locked the put her out. I said, let's go. She's like, run. By the time we got across the street, I used to wear a ponytail. It was long, soaked, drenched. We were drenched across the street. After that, we get in the house and we laughing, cracking up. I'm changing her clothes. She's like, Mommy. I said, what? She said, let's go do it again. I said, girl, I took that ponytail off, threw it on the floor. I said, let's go, baby. And we went out. Every time it rains and it storms, she calls. She's like, it's raining, Mommy. Remember?
Thank you for sharing. Do I have anyone else that would like to share that moment? Priceless.
So I had a hard time pinpointing just one, because I had 3 sons. And as I was thinking, it just came to me like laughter and me cheering them on in their ball games is what came up for me. And I sat there and said, wow, they really had a good childhood, because we had a lot of fun. So fun, laughter, and cheering them on was what came up for me.
Thank you for sharing. We got time for a few more. Come on up, 60 seconds or less.
Well, I'm not a parent, but I have quite a few memories, so I'm not going to go down one. But I just remember my mother and my sister and dad just bought an apartment. Money was tight, and yet we had a bomb Christmas party. And all I could see was this candy cane, this gigantic candy cane on the corner of the living room. All the toys, my cousin James just filming everything. And I had this Barbie doll and this computer that my Uncle Robbie gave me. And when I opened it, man, my eyes lit up. Because it was the Pix-Kit computer that I wanted. That I asked my parents to get me if they couldn't give me anything else. And little did I know that my Uncle Robbie Milton Peoples did that for me. And that was the highlight of my Christmas for a 6-year-old.
Come on now. Beautiful. I got time for one more. Anybody on this side? Y'all ain't got no memories. You got one? Come on.
Hi, real quick. What comes to me is
I thought about 4th of July. My parents were great with inviting our family members over, and we would have 4th of July cookouts, 4th of July cookout and food and just fun, family fun. And so I have 3 children and 2 grandchildren, and I enjoy spending time with my family. When I go on vacation, we go to the beach together. I like hanging out with my kids. I like hanging out with my grandkids. That's my crew. So I think about family.
That's awesome. I like hanging out too with my grandkids. I think I saw one more hand, then I'm gonna move on. Come on. 60 seconds or less.
So everyone met my baby yesterday. So we have mother-son date times. We've been doing this since he was a toddler. But one thing I can remember is when he was little, he used to like staying in hotels. So one New Year's Eve, I went and got a hotel for just me and him, and I let him stay up past 12 o'clock. I was sleeping. He was still up. So I let him stay up, and he had all the junk food that he wanted, because that was his thing, and that was our time.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I asked that question because being a home-based child care business owners, it's those moments like that, those mommy and me memories that you can't always get when you're working for corporate. Like, for me, I got to see the first time my miracle baby crawled. I got to see the first time she walked. I got to see her first interaction with other kids. That's priceless. And thank y'all for sharing. The third way that you're able to transition from corporate to home-based entrepreneur, if you are a mom or not a mom, is the next thing is to learn and adapt. What does that look like for me? Another one of my favorite Bible verses is too much is given, much is required. So now you have wrote out that vision and you have made it plain. You understand what nurturing relationships look like. You got to continue to learn and adapt, especially when we're dealing with our kids. Now I'm going to do another little audience participation. How many of y'all remember flashcards? Anybody grew up on flashcards? Raise your hand. Okay. Did you know that flashcards is not developmentally appropriate for kids under the age of 5? It's not developmentally appropriate. And that's another reason why you have to continue to learn and adapt. Anybody remember laying babies on their stomachs back in the day? Anybody remember that? Raise your hand, you remember that? Okay, did you know because of SIDS, you can no longer lay infants on their stomach like this? They have to be back to sleep. That's another reason why you want to continue to learn and adapt. Now I'm very passionate about this field, and I just wanted to share these 3 tips with you, how if you're in corporate, you can go from home-based to now running a 6-figure business by 1, writing out your vision and making it plain, 2, understanding what nurturing relationships look like, and 3, continuing to learn and adapt. So I'm not sure if you know that we're in a child care desert, not just in Georgia, but all over the United States. It's so many kids under the age of 5 that's on wait lists. What that means, what that look like. Parents can't go to work, they want to go back to work. Their child is on a wait list. Kids is missing social skills because they're not able to interact with other kids because they're just at home on a wait list. So it is my passion to teach as many women as I can how to start not just a home-based child care business, a quality one, and one that's profitable. Because after all, we don't just do this just for fun. If you're a mom like me, you still gotta make money. So take out your phones. I wanna share a free gift with everyone. It's 10mistakes-to-avoid.com. It's a free checklist. It's gonna tell you exactly how to do this, how to run that profitable business. Now listen, I see the looks on some of y'all faces like, DeShonda, I am not trying to start no home-based child care business. I see y'all. I ain't even got my glasses on and I can see y'all. That's okay. But I almost can use the word guarantee that every one of y'all here, y'all know that mom out there that's looking for this opportunity. That mom that want to be able to stay home with her baby. However, she still have to make a living wage. So I challenge each and every one of you, share this checklist, go ahead and scan it, Share it with that woman that you know. My name is DeShonda Jennings, and I teach women that want to move from corporate to home-based childcare business to spend more time with their kids. Thank you. Hold up. I got some free gifts. Earlier, who said there was a parent in the room with a child under the age of 5? 2 people. Okay, I see one. It's for your baby. That's my newly released children's book, Learning Through Play. You got a godson? Okay. Here you go. And that book is about math concepts because that's one of the things that when kids go into kindergarten, they're expected to know certain math skills, certain literacy skills. So that book is called Learning Through Play, where you as a parent, grandparent, auntie, uncle, grandpa, you can teach them and have fun through that book. All right? Thank you.
I'm muted. Wasn't that awesome? Oh my goodness. Y'all, come on. What are some takeaways that you guys received so far just from being in those 2 different talks or being a part of those 2 different talks with Taylor Smith, honey, talking to us about getting our money right, positioning our pricing. When she said the hourly, stop charging for hourly, baby, when I tell you, I wanted to just snatch her through this computer screen and give her a kiss because, baby, it was amazing. And then DeShonda Jennings, how many of you guys just listening to her story can relate to her situation of being a mother and now see the value and possibly even starting your very own 6-figure childcare business? Listen, this was phenomenal. So this is what we're going to do, y'all. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to do something like this. Room 1. Hold on, y'all. Because we're about to do a quick little networking. And just like I gave y'all homework yesterday, I'm about to give you some homework today. And trust me, those of you guys who understand recognition gets recognized, y'all gonna be feeling away if y'all don't get to be a part of what I'm about to offer. So we're gonna have 3 different rooms. I'm updating this because I'll bring back some different rooms on tomorrow, but I want you guys to focus in on going to, I probably deleted 3 different rooms. Room 2. Well, I might make 4 because I'm not sure if, let me see. That's what I'm going to do. Hold up, y'all. We're going to create 2 rooms. We're going to create these rooms and then I'm going to remove it. What I want to do though is because there's so many of you guys on, if you see a room has more than 4 people in it, I want you to then go to another room. Does that make sense? So we might have to add a couple more rooms, but we shouldn't because I don't know if everybody going to participate. However, I've got a really big gift for everybody who follows this instruction. So I'm going to give it very specific. If it's one thing I know how to do, is I can give specific instructions. For those of you guys who are watching on social media, you're about to miss out on this giveaway. I'm just letting you know. You want to make sure that you guys plug in. So I've created 10 different rooms, okay? If there are more than 4 people at one room, then you need to go into another room, okay? You'll be able to see who's sitting at the rooms. Let me add in just 4 more. Hold up, y'all. Okay. Okay. Did I add more? I don't think so. I don't think I just did. Here we go. Okay, create. All right. Okay, let me get it specific. If there are more, so you got to go first come, first serve. If you see more than 4 people in the room, then you need to go to another room, okay? When you go to the room, you're going to, number 1, you're going to turn on your camera, So camera must be on. Oh, I know some of y'all like Taria. I was not ready to be on camera. This is not what I'm trying. Listen, ain't nobody worried about what you look like, but people need to see your face. And you're going to quickly introduce yourself. This is 60 seconds or less. Just follow this instruction. You're first going to tell everybody who you are, who you serve, what you do, like quick intro. And then number two, what I want you to do is then, I'm trying to think what I want y'all to say. What is, as a result of attending, that's what we're going to do. So as a result of attending this conference, I now have ... So let me give you the example. That's okay. Y'all got bonnets on, face mask on, but, well, I am going to tell you, we about to do something that you probably, I don't know. I'll tell you what to do. Okay, so when you go to the group and you introduce yourself, my name is Taria Avant. I work with speakers, coaches, and network marketers. I show them how to leverage their businesses, how to grow their businesses to $10,000 a month, week, or day, working 2 to 4 hours per day, leveraging their books. As a result of attending New Year, New You virtual conference, I now have 20 new Speakers Elite, a part of the Book Profits Club, as well as 30 new BPC Gold. Okay, you see how I said that? So that's what you're going to do. So quickly, so you want to let everybody don't be the person that want to get there and run your mouth. Soon as you go to the group, once it's 4 people, then get started. If it's only 3 people and it's taking a little time, then go ahead and get started, okay? Because we don't have all day because we got to get to our next speakers. So it is now, we'll round it up 10 minutes after the hour. This is how you qualify for what I'm going to give away to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully y'all know how to do a screenshot. I hope y'all know how to do a screenshot, okay? You're going to do a screenshot, and then you're going to paste that screenshot to the Facebook group and explain what you enjoyed about the networking opportunity. Did I make myself clear? If y'all can't come on the camera, that's okay. I mean, I would prefer to see y'all on camera, though, y'all. Listen. Sometimes you just got to do stuff that's going to make you uncomfortable. It is what it is. Okay, so you remember, so you're going to go to the group. You need to screenshot the group. If you want to screenshot the group real quick, everybody take a picture. Screenshot, then get into your intro. But you're going to need to take the screenshot and upload it to the Facebook group, Book to Speak, and share what you enjoyed about the networking event and who you met, right? You can add in who you met. That's optional. But it must be done tonight before 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is that good enough time? Yeah, that's 8 p.m. Central Standard, 9 p.m. Eastern, okay? No, 12, we're going to do 12 a.m. I'm sorry, because y'all might still be on here. 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 11 p.m., 12 a.m., no, I was correct. 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 12 a.m. 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 1 a.m. Eastern. Does that make sense? So you need to be posted by 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you post at 10:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12:05 a.m. or 1:05 a.m. and that's East Coast, it will not count. Y'all gonna lose your mind when I share with y'all what I'm gonna offer to you tomorrow. So you do not want to miss it. Everybody understand the instructions. You're gonna go to the Facebook group, take a screenshot, post it in. You're gonna go to the networking, to the tables. Only 4 people per table. You're gonna do a screenshot and everybody's gonna introduce themselves 60 seconds or less, okay? It is now 6:12. We'll round it up to 6:15. We want everybody to be back over here at 6:25. That gives you 13 minutes. So what you're going to do, guys, is going on over to the lounge right now. You should see the lounge. Can everybody see the lounge? You should see a button that says lounge. You're going to go to one of the groups. Just anyone. Jump in the first come, first serve. Okay? First come, first serve. 25 minutes after the hour, everybody come back to the main stage. Okay? So jump into the group, first come, first serve. Just click on whatever table. Can y'all see the tables? Okay, yep, I see people jumping in. Hurry up. Don't take all day. Just click on one. If you see there's 4 at one, go to another one. Just click in there and y'all going to do a screenshot. Trust me, you're going to love the giveaway. Okay? All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and put the timer on for 10 minutes and we will be right back. Those of y'all watching on social, y'all still got time to be a part of this. Trust me, y'all not going to want to miss it. I'm just saying. All right, guys, if you can hear me, we've got a few more seconds. For those who didn't notice, when you go into the rooms, especially like if you're on your computer, at the top, you'll see a 1, 2, and 3, which will allow you to see more rooms. Let me see what it looks like from the phone real quick. And when you go to the lounge on the phone, you'll see again, yeah, it's on the phone too. It says 1, 2, or 3 at the top. So it allows you to, right here, you can go between different and see different rooms. So some people saying they can't see the different rooms. You just click 1, 2, or 3 and that can take you to different rooms. But we're about to get ready to wrap it on up. It's about 2 minutes. Hopefully y'all got y'all screenshots. And I'm going to get ready to close these rooms out in a minute. Who got a chance to go to a room? If you guys can hear me clearly, let me know in the chatterization as we get ready to get back live in 1 minute. In 1 minute. I'm about to delete these rooms. What's this do? Oh. I can upload images. I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, I hope y'all got y'all screenshots. I hope you guys got your screenshots. Hope the networking was fun. Okay, I see y'all. Everybody saying I did. Good. As soon as I hit 1, I'm going to close it out. So I don't know if it's going to boot people out. Hopefully that's what it does and makes y'all come back to the main stage. Because I see people hanging out over there in the lounge still. All right. Anybody want to type in the chat who you met? Just one person. You could type one name of someone that you met over in the networking breakout session. Let us know. Hey. Okay. All right. So it's now 25 minutes after the hour. It's now time to bring on our next speakers. Listen, I gave you guys some time to get your points up as well. So after our 2 speakers, we are going to then have a panel discussion, and then we're going to be selecting 3 names tonight. Okay. So after our speakers, so hopefully you got your points up. We're going to be selecting 3 names on tonight. So let me just put the link one more time just in case y'all don't get it. You got to be at over 100 points. So yesterday was 50. By now, everybody that's been plugged in since day 1, you should be over 100 points. Okay. Okay. You guys have been meeting some people. Great. Okay, y'all. So we're about to get into our next speaker of the evening. I am so thrilled and so excited to bring our speaker on. And thank you guys for participating in the networking room. So let me just shout that out real quick because let me see. Rhonda said I lost my people. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Yolanda met the other Yolanda. And look at that. Ain't that nice? Yes, you'll be able to do some more networking afterwards, but this was the one networking that counted as far as the giveaway. If you did not do a screenshot, we'll do another breakout so you'll get a chance to meet some more people, but you could we'll make it as many people as you want. I'll title the rooms on that though, okay? So anyways, let's get into it. So we're going to bring on our first speaker. I met Tish, Yolanda, Jerry. All right. That was fun. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, y'all. Well, if you guys are ready for the next speaker, we have 2 more speakers today. Go ahead and type ready in the chat. Ready in the chat. Who is excited? By the way, I don't remember seeing any videos from yesterday. I don't think anybody went to reposted a video. I didn't see any new videos. So we need some videos today, okay? So please tell everybody, yeah, the rooms are closed now. There's no more rooms anymore. So please make sure that you guys record a new video today explaining to everybody why. Listen, this helps us out. Do y'all know we have over 450 people registered for this conference? Y'all know statistics, what statistics say though, right? That 80% of most people typically only get 20% of the success. So the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, but for those who missed it, I would love for you to share in the Facebook group and let people know via the video tomorrow. For those who post a video today before end of day, actually, no, you got to post, this is the specifics. So remember, you got to post your screenshot by 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 12 a.m. Central, 1 a.m. Eastern. You need to post your video, though. You have to post your video by 9 p.m. Central Time, which is 7. Y'all better write this down. 7 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern. You must post the video before then, okay? So you're going to get your name entered 10 times. Make sure you share 60 seconds or less. Introduce yourself and then explain what you loved most about today's conference. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to bring on our next speaker. Dr. Tajiri Brackens is a seasoned business leader with a strong academic background, including a bachelor's in business management, a master's in strategic leadership, and a doctorate in business management. She's certified as a women entrepreneur from Cornell University and has worked for prominent companies like Exxon and Ernst & Young. Dr. Brackens is a best-selling author, an international speaker, and diversity and inclusion advocate. Her signature talk, Mixture, a Blended Culture, explores cultural diversity in the business world. She offers the Oz Experience boot camp for aspiring leaders focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion, promoting authentic connections and empathy. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Tajiri Brackens.
The word deplorable is more like it. You wonder, how did they get the job? Or better yet, how are they keeping that job? How are they keeping it? They don't know how to talk to nobody. Don't nobody want to be bothered with them. Don't nobody want to be in their presence. How are they still here? Well, let me tell you, you have just entered the door of soft skills. Keep in mind that same person as we walk through each of these 3 soft skills: charisma, connection, and character. So first, let's talk about charisma. Charisma, Scarecrow, he had it. Again, I'm talking about the Wiz. So, Michael Jackson came with it. He came with it. He came with it. He had all that jazz. And in fact, that song he sang, which I love to this day, You Can't Win, Child. He had all that charisma. You just dove right into him and you felt the music. You felt the song. And he just brought all that energy with him when he sang that song. Charisma. What is charisma to you? For me, charisma is when you walk in, it's that it factor when you walk into the room. So think about somebody that when you go to a party, it's like, it's something about them. They shine when they step into the room. Whatever it is that that person has, you're just drawn to them. You immediately notice them because of the charisma that they have. Scarecrow, he didn't have any brains, but he sure had some charisma. Next, let's move along the journey in the Wiz. So you've got Dorothy and the Scarecrow, and they make their way on to the Tin Man. So the Tin Man, his thing was connection. Do you remember when he was so heartbroken because of his dear old Teeny, and all he did was cry, a teeny, a teeny, a teeny. You remember Teeny and the Tin Man, TNT, TNT, Teeny and the Tin Man. Tin Man understood that there was a connection. He had a connection with Teeny. And he was so heartbroken because Teeny was no longer there. What type of impact are you making to where you have that connection with people? He didn't have a heart, but he sure understood that connection was important. And then we're going to ease on down the road to that lion. Character. Character is that third soft skill. Yeah, Tin Man, excuse me. I'm still stuck on the connection. Eased on down the road. We passed the Tin Man. We made our way to the lion. And the connection, the character that the lion had. Wasn't he a character? You knew about him because all he did was sit and he watched as other people came around. And then as the other people came around, then he decided what he was supposed to be based off of his character. This bold, bodacious, just energetic king of the jungle. That was his character. That's who he was supposed to be. But as we know, he didn't have any courage. He had no courage. So there was this facade of who he was supposed to be. You know those people. You've worked with those people. You've worked for those people. The facade of who they're supposed to be. But don't have bit of lively-do or whatever it is that they need to be that person. Their character just did not match up with the character that they were portraying to you. Yeah. That was the lion. Courage, he lacked. But he was willing to stick it out and make you think that he had it until he connected with his friends, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, Dorothy, and even her dog Toto. It was once he got around his friends that he was able to shape who he was and strengthen that character so that he could stand in his power. So based on those three soft skills, charisma, connection, and character. Charisma, connection, and character. How do you show up in your business? How do you show up in your business? Look at all of those. Look at those three. Charisma, connection, and character. And once you evaluate how you show up in your business, then you'll be able to shift and shape the trajectory of your business for the future. So if you want 10 additional soft skill tips that are going to help you pivot just a teeny bit more, then this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to www.drdr-tajiri, Tajiri.com. That's dr-tajiri.com. So that you can get 10. That's it. Just 10. I'm just going to give you 10 more. Just a little extra nugget or two to get you along the way so that you can strengthen those soft skills and shape and shift the trajectory of your business for the future. I am your DEI, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Specialist, Dr. Tajiri Brackens. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. You already know what time it is. Come on, get up. Representing for the men in the house, Rechard, aka Pastor Rechard Larkin.
Oh, come on, put those hands together. Oh, yeah. Awesome, 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 awesome. Man, we've had some amazing people to take this stage almost so I feel as though I'm unworthy. Oh, man. Looking at y'all beautiful faces kind of make me nervous. I got a couple of questions for you. Did you know 40%, nearly 40% of pastors, preachers, and ministry leaders have considered leaving their post in the last year, month, or week? And reading that statistic really caused me to think. And I do realize that we have some pastors in the room. If you're a pastor, raise your hand. If you're a preacher, raise your hand. If you're a ministry worker, raise your hand. If you're a lay leader and you sit in the pews, raise your hand. Here's what I've discovered. Pastors, preachers, ministry workers, lay leaders, they are real people. And because they are real people, they have real issues. Lee Anderson further illustrates it this way by saying, the vast majority of pastors do not have their own television or radio show, do not have a robust support staff, do not have a mega church attendance, but they serve in small churches, in small communities, and they suffer from dealing with the pressures of low income, high student debt, and the turmoil of serving in ministry. Real people, real issues. But one of the things that I discovered is this, that the silent financial struggles that pastors face does not have to be. That's right. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Rechard Larkin. I'm from a small rural town here in Georgia, the immediate past capital prior to Atlanta. I grew up in a single mom home, living with an extended family. Growing up, basketball was my favorite sport. Many of you maybe have heard the song. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. But basketball was my favorite sport, and it provided an opportunity, a gateway, an opportunity for me to escape what was normal for me. I was a standout student and athlete. Basketball afforded me the opportunity to not just enjoy playing as a youngster in high school, but also at the collegiate level. So it really was my favorite sport. But if I can be honest with each of you today, I never thought I'd be where I am. I never thought I'd be a pastor. I never thought I'd be serving in ministry, married to a beautiful woman, 2 beautiful children. I never thought that I would be here as a pastor, an educator, an author, a coach, executive, and entrepreneur. And the reason being is because at 13 years old, I started drinking. I grew up in a neighborhood where all of my friends sold dope. Many went on to serve time in federal prison. I never thought that I would be here. But you know what? Everybody, as my wife said earlier, has that pivot moment or that shift moment. And for me, it was fatherhood. Fatherhood changed my life. Fatherhood changed my life. Because I knew what it felt like to grow up in a home without a father being present. So at the prospect of being a dad to a child, whether I was uncertain it were mine or not, really caused me to evaluate myself and make changes. But how many of you can testify that when you make up your mind to do something, that it seems like the enemy always shows up to hit you at every turn? And so was at this moment, I made a decision in my life to change. And it seems like once I made that decision, distractions in life began to happen. I lost a cousin, 2 cousins, in fact. But we were cousins by blood relationship, but we were more like brothers as it related to our connection. I lost one to a drug deal gone bad. Someone came by under the guise to purchase or re-up, but when he opened the door, stuck a gun in his face. Another one, very close to me, after we had been together celebrating the 4th of July, that after we went to our homes and returned back to our neighborhood, he got in the car with someone else, died in a tragic car accident. Life happened. And then on top of that, after we had given birth to my first child, my daughter, in 2003, I remember it like it was yesterday, I'm holding in my arms after my wife had gone to an emergency cesarean section, my son, my namesake, holding him in my arms, praying to a God that I believe could do all things but fail, and feeling every fake breath that was going through his body. When we make up our minds to change, life happens. And then seemingly, the icing on the cake, or if you will, the scab that reopened all of the wounds was when I lost my mother, the one woman that I knew loved me unconditionally, the one woman that gave me her all, the one woman who would love me more than anybody else, unexpectedly dies. Life happened. But here's what I realized, that people transform when they realize their story matters. Do me a favor, say, my story matters. My story matters. Absolutely. And as a result, I wrote a book. This book entitled, What Do I Do Next? 10 Steps to Becoming Who God Created You to Be. We all, everyone in this room, Lottie-Dottie and everybody, was created for a divine purpose. That is it. That's why I'm here. So that I can help pastors, preachers, ministry workers, and lay leaders add value to their faith community. Watch this. And increase their impact, influence, income by writing the right book. Listen, I'm convinced, whether you're sitting in this room, whether you're a pastor or not, or you just sit in the pews at church on Sunday morning, or since COVID you watch from the comfort of your dining room table, I believe that you should write a book, because it's that book that's going to change your life. And so today I want to share with you 3 things that by writing that book that you will be able to do. First thing is this: that book will help you to expound upon your message. Right? Say this: I got a story to tell. Your book will help you expound upon that message that you've been called to deliver. But not only that, second thing is this: it will help you to expand your ministry. Expand your ministry or business. Now watch this. Everybody in this room, whether you hold the microphone on Sundays, you usher at the door, or you stay at home and watch from the comfort of your own home, watch this. You have a ministry. Right? And the last thing is this: I want to tell you that we will establish, it will help you to establish a foothold in the marketplace. Right? So how is it then do I expound upon my message? Here's the first thing. All right, we expound upon our message by creating quality content. Say that with me: creating quality content. Oh, good job, class. Good job. All right, so creating quality content simply is this: is that you've got to write. That's what I encourage you to do. Write quality content. I remember during my time as a head basketball coach at my alma mater, one of the things that whenever I discovered a particular set that either got us a basket, a layup, a wide open jump shot, or an opportunity at the foul line. What I would do then was take that very same set and I would run it in a different context. Can I give you an example? Because some of you are looking at me like, what in the world are you talking about? All right, so I'm gonna give you an example. So for instance, I can remember it as if it was yesterday. I would call this play, it was one. All right, and basically it would start out from a box set, but it would end up with a double stagger screen and a back screen that would seemingly always get us a layup on the back screen or a wide open jump shot from the double screen or a foul. So I took that play, right? And I taught my guys how to run it in a box set. I taught them how to run it in a 1-high-4 set, 1-4 high. I taught them how to run it in a 1-4 low set, right? And then not only that, I got really smart. I said, so when we take the ball out of bounds underneath the basket, we're gonna give it a different look, but it's gonna be the same play, all right? When we take the ball out sideline, all right, at the 28-foot line, it's gonna be the same play, but a different look. Why? Because it was quality. It got us, watch this, a basket or an opportunity at the foul line. Can I tell you what you are? Content creators. And you've been creating quality content, but the thing is that we are too busy trying to reinvent the wheel. If it worked in the box set, why won't it work in a 1-4 high? If it worked in the box set, why can't we run it underneath or side out? Why? Because it's quality content. And the one thing that I'm helping pastors and preachers learn and understand is that we are creating amazing content, but we feel like we got to reinvent the wheel. Right? So writing the right book will help you to expound upon your message. Say it again. I got a story to tell. Amen. So do I. Second thing, watch this. Not only will it help us to expound upon our message, but secondly, it will allow us to expand our ministerial business. I heard Taria say moments ago about expansion. She was talking about expanding in her business. And if I may be transparent and honest for a moment, I'm going to digress. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because of this, because I know the call of the lady that designed the space where Taria currently works. And I was speaking to the CEO of another company that has expanded to 5 locations. And the one thing that they have in common is the same designer. All right. Went right over your head. Went right over your head. All right. I'm back on cue. So we want to help you to expand your ministerial business. Here's the one thing. To you pastors who are in the room. Most pastors do not serve, let me give it to you this way. 80% of pastors serve in a rural context. So it's only 20% that are like your Dr. Jamal Bryant's, your T.D. Jakes's, your whoever else you can think of as a 80% of pastors serve in a rural context. And most of those, watch this, have congregations of less than 50 people. Most pastors, that's their reality. So writing a book will help you to, watch this, reach your niche demographic. If you've been around Taria for any amount of time, you've heard us say that niches get riches. And can I say to you that pastors have a niche demographic as well? That there are people that you are called to that may not sit in the pews where your church is located. But if you write the right book, here's what we're helping pastors do. Reach them even if they're in Kenya. We're helping them reach them whether they are in other demographics, because when you have a story to tell, people know when you're talking to them. So writing the right book will help you to expand your ministry or business beyond your current context. So not only will it help you expound upon your message, not only does it help you to expand your ministry, but here's the good part. It allows you to establish a foothold in the marketplace. Come on. See, let me be clear, because I'm not preaching or this what many would consider to be a prosperity gospel, but I do want to share with you some truths, if I may.
Yes, tell us.
For the Bible is right. And Deuteronomy 8:18, and I believe it says that I will remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth me power to get wealth. All right, so many of us know that, but I want to back up one more verse. I believe it's verse 17. I don't think I'll go up to 16, but verse 17, it says, many of you will say that I have done this by the might or power of my own hand. And see, here's the problem that many of us, we make a couple of dollars and our heads begin to swell because we think that it is us that has made it happen. We then begin to think that it is our own doing. But listen, if we follow the exposition of the text, we will discover that there is a difference. It's the same word, power, but there is a difference in how it is used. Verse 17 speaks about human power, because many of us say that we've done it by our own hand or by our own might. But verse 18 says that he will give it the power. Can we deal with that just for a moment? I'm really talking to you about establishing a foothold in the marketplace. But the only thing about it is how we perceive that has really been the issue, because we serve in ministry. I can say this because this was a challenge of mine also. We felt as though often that it is unfair as servants to place a value on our time. But can I tell you, I defeated that enemy and rebuked that devil a long time ago. Because now I don't have an issue placing value on my time and or expertise. Why? Because he has given me power. Here's power. Watch this. Listen, I love words, and I realize it's not Sunday morning, but I love words. I love etymology. I love to consider the etymological construct of words that I find as I read the Holy Writ. And as we consider this word power, I'm almost done. This word power, you can fact check me, in the Hebrew runs reference to a large lizard. It's a large lizard, right? If you read it a little further, it then says also a chameleon. Right. Now, here's what I want you to ponder in your head. We've heard earlier someone who took the platform, I think it was when Tajiri was talking, that everybody in here is going through something. Right. But can I tell you the beauty of the chameleon is that the chameleon doesn't look like the last situation that it was in. So the power that God has given each of us in this room to get wealth, to establish a foothold in the marketplace, is the very thing that we've gone through that we don't look like anymore. So because you've overcome it, because you've defeated it, now you are in the best position to establish a foothold in the marketplace. Can you say to your neighbor, my trauma and transformation should produce treasures for me? I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to speed it up this time. My trauma and transformation should produce treasures for me. In other words, because I had it, I dealt with it, I went through it, I overcame it. Now I'm the expert for somebody that's walking on that same road. We can establish a foothold in the marketplace, because when you write the right book, amen, your ministry is not just ministry, but your ministry is also business. And I think the thing that's the phenomenon now they say is I'm going to stand on. Okay, I got some people in the back. So listen, I know many of you, I only have a few minutes. It's not Sunday morning, and many of you may be wondering in your mind right now whether you've agreed with anything that I've had to say, but you just said, man, the way he talks in that microphone, I just want to, listen, I'm going to tell you how you can further connect with me, all right? Listen, I'm reminded of a story. It was the prophet Moses doing what God had called him to do, leading the children of Israel out of Egypt and finding himself between a rock and a hard place. Mountains on either side of him, Pharaoh's army behind him, and the Red Sea in front of him. And he had the audacity to look to God for help. And God asked him one question: what do you have in your hand? All right, so here it is. My same question to you right now in this moment is, what do you have in your hand? And maybe it's not in your hand. Maybe you laid it on the seat that's empty beside you. Maybe you placed it on the top of your purse, or it's inside of your pocket. But I need for you to grab your phones and help me. Either one, scan the QR code that's on the screen, or number two, go to www.6daycontent.com. Listen, grab that phone. Listen, the Bible says to me that freely you have received, so freely you will give. And I have a free gift for each of you right now. If you grab that phone and you go to www.6daycontent.com, you scan this QR code that is on the screen behind me. And there you will find a free download. It's to my ebook, my latest ebook entitled 7 Keys to Writing and Publishing Your Next Book. Listen. I know my assignment. And within the next 12 months, it is to continue to help 100 pastors want to become published authors so they can expound upon their message, so they can expand their ministry and establish a foothold in the marketplace. Listen, I want to say thank you. Y'all have been so kind. Y'all need to come to my church. Y'all have been so kind. I promise I might say, won't he do it? Yes, he will. Listen, my time is up. My name is Rechard Larkin. I help pastors, preachers, ministry workers, lay leaders add value to their faith communities and expand their influence, income by learning to write the right book. Amen.
Well, no, where did my camera go, y'all? My camera done disappeared. 1 second, y'all. I don't even know. Listen, if y'all can hear me loud and clear while we figure out the camera, go ahead and put into the chat space, y'all. Won't he do it? Right? Won't he do it? Y'all, type in the chat and let us know what it is that you learned from our speakers, something that you learned as well from our speakers. I am so thrilled and so excited. Let me figure out what's going on with my camera. There we go. Back in there. Back like I never left. Yeah, so type in the chat space, what did you guys learn? Today's speaker's dynamic. We're talking about Taylor Smith, DeShonda Jennings, Dr. Tajiri Brackens, as well as Rechard Larkin representing, okay? Y'all, today has been phenomenal, but guess what? I'm still going to bring on some individuals. I'm waiting for 2 of them to jump into the link, because I want to bring up the speakers of today so you guys can get a chance to connect with them. They're going to be sharing with you guys the workshops. And also, guys, we still have 3 names that we're going to be selecting for the giveaway. Remember, you must be live in the chat within the conference, okay? So you must be live within the chat in the conference. And even if you've already won, or if your name was selected, your name could get selected again, okay? So look, Inga, I caught that. I'm standing on business. Okay, I'm standing on business. All right, y'all. Well, listen, I don't know where they are, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with our speakers. So we're going to pull up this panel real quick. And if they should join us in, I'll just pop them into the screen. But y'all, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for two of our amazing keynote speakers on today. I'm going to go ahead and put on the applause. We have none other than DeShonda Jennings and Taylor Smith. Yes, honey. Let me bring them in. Looking great. Yes, hello. Okay, there's Rechard. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, y'all. Okay. So we are live, y'all. We are live in action, and I am so excited. Let me just comment some of the stuff that you guys are putting in the chat. Again, type some stuff that you want to share as far as what you learned from one of our speakers on today. Do 3 packages. Do not charge by the hour. Yes, Taylor, honey, you gave me life with that. Excellent, everyone. Hello, ladies and gents, right? Won't he do it? Trauma transformation equals trauma minus transformation equals treasure. I'm standing on business. 4 pillars of scaling your business. So let's get into it. So, hey, panel, how y'all doing tonight?
Hey, great.
Hey.
Awesome. Well, listen. So first, I'm going to start off with our amazing young lady from across the waters. Because right now, I don't know what time it is, but I'm pretty sure it's extremely late. But she's used to this. That's what she told me. So we're going to go ahead and bring on Taylor Smith. First of all, Taylor, you did such a phenomenal job. And people are, as you can see, they're typing in the chat some of the stuff they learned. Real quick, Taylor, if you could introduce yourself and then also reintroduce and then also share with us what your workshop on Saturday is going to be about. Share with us that.
Hello, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. And yes, it's 1 a.m. at the moment for me, but I'm used to it, so it's all good. So my name is Taylor Smith and I'm a business consultant, also chartered accountant, but I work with business owners who have an idea of where they want to get to, but they're not quite sure how to get there. So I come in, we put in place a strategy to grow their businesses. Maybe they want to get to a certain income level. Maybe they want to work 3 days a week. Whatever their vision is, we put a strategy in place to get them there. I thought you were going to say, and my masterclass on Saturday, the title is Profit Mastery. So I'm going to be providing strategies to increase your profits so that you can grow your business. And if 7 figures is in your sights and that's where you want to get to, you're not going to want to miss this masterclass because I'm going to be giving some more golden gems to get you there.
Listen, I am so excited about this. And how many of you guys are excited about that workshop? Go ahead and type 1 in the chat. Type 1 in the chat. And so, I'm just really, really excited about these strategies. I know that just from what everybody heard from you earlier today, they're already excited about different strategies that they can start implementing immediately. So I'm going to come back to you in a minute, but I want to go to our second speaker of the day, and DeShonda Jennings, honey. DeShonda had us over here thinking like, you know what? I think I do want to learn more about this childcare business and how can I start my own 6-figure business. So DeShonda, go ahead, introduce yourself and let us know what your workshop is going to be on.
Yes, hey everybody. Thanks for joining in tonight. My name is DeShonda Jennings, and I teach aspiring and current home-based childcare business owners how to start and run a profitable business. I am so excited about my workshop for Saturday. It's called Laying the Foundation, How to Start a Successful Business from the Ground Up, where I'm going to be teaching you 3 different tips. We're going to learn how to write that vision and what that look like for you, because we all have a different vision. Then I'm going to teach you how to go ahead and figure out what your niche is, because you may want to specialize in something different from what I specialize in. And then from 3, we're going to go ahead and learn how to access your resources, because resources is everything.
And trust me, baby, she got the resources. Okay, so I love it. I love it. Guys, go ahead and type number 2 if you're excited about DeShonda's workshop. Jerry said, I love that you came out with the baby. Yes, if y'all notice, y'all, we did a lot of practicing and preparation for these Power Talks. And so even those of us who are doing our Power Talks virtually, we did a lot of practice and preparation. And also, I want to shout out because Taylor and Dr. Tajiri are part of the collaboration book that is coming out. And this will be the first ever audio book collaboration book that we're going to be coming out with. We are so excited about that, y'all. Details are going to be coming out this month. You'll be able to start ordering or getting copies of your books so that you can be able to read this incredible information. So really quick, Taylor, and y'all stay on because I will ask all of you guys for those who are offering giveaways, but that'll be last if you're going to do anything for the raffle. But Taylor, real quick, how can we, again, give us the deets on how we can get in touch and contact with you?
Yeah, sure. So you can visit my website, which is www.taylorsmithandco.com/contact, and get in touch and we can book a call.
I love it. Y'all better book a call. And if I can just say this, Taylor, I'm just going to throw this out. How many of y'all want to have connections with somebody in the UK? Look, everybody raising their hand. So if I was you, even if I'm just trying to be nosy, I would be hitting up Taylor. Okay, so let me tell you something, guys. We cannot go international talking to only national people. So Taylor, we are so excited. I hope that a lot of people reach out, and she will also be able to reach out to you guys as well. So just be on the lookout. DeShonda, same question. How can we get in touch with you?
Yes, just go to www.10mistakes-to-avoid.com. That's the number 10mistakes-to-avoid.com. It'll connect you to all my social media. It'll also connect you to be able to book a call with me.
I love it. I love it. Okay, y'all. So now we're going to shift over to our 2-second speakers. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But the next group of speakers, and Dr. Tajiri came out, guys, and y'all were writing so many notes that you took away from her incredible Power Talk. But first, go ahead and reintroduce yourself and let us know what is your workshop going to be about.
Greetings, everyone. Oh my gosh. First of all, like I'm in the Baptist church and I know my pastor will understand this, giving honor to you for providing this platform for us. I am forever grateful for that. I believe in giving flowers to people while they're alive and the opportunities, because none of this would be possible without you being the visionary. So who am I? I am the diversity, equity, and inclusion specialist. Now with all of these things that are going on with DE&I have added J as far as justice to that. So diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice specialist. I am so excited. As you guys heard, I do DE&I in a little bit different way. I focus on soft skills versus technical skills, using childhood stories in order to make them very attainable, retainable, which then becomes executable. And that's being done through the Wiz currently. As far as my workshop on Saturday, I'm telling y'all better come with it with your pen, your paper, your dictaphone, your recorders, everything that you got, because I'm going to give you everything that I have with my workshop title, which is Blueprint for Brilliance. Blueprint for Brilliance, crafting your legacy in your business. And I firmly believe it's in the relationships that you're able to build that blueprint, to build that brilliance. And as we know, you don't do business, which Ms. Smith referred to earlier. You don't do business with people that you don't like, know, and trust. So I'm going to help you to build that so that you can increase your bottom line.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. If you're excited about Dr. Tajiri's workshop, type number 3 in the chat. Type number 3 in the chat. And then we have none other than representing for the men. Can I just make a disclaimer, y'all? This is not a women's only organization over here. We like men to be a part of what we do. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, Pastor Rechard, as I get ready to bring you on. we had so many men that were at the Author All-Stars. And I know for them to see you was truly an inspiration to many of them. And so thank you for being a part of this platform and really, raising your hand to be down with the Get Down. But go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know what your workshop is going to be about.
Yes. Taria, first, I want to say thank you to you for providing this opportunity for us to come together in this virtual environment to share with your followers and friends as well. Kudos to you. We're forever indebted. But yeah, I am so looking forward to Saturday, man. 2024 is a year of new, right? The year of new. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, that's 8. 8 is the number of new beginnings. And so this year is the year of new. I mean, everything new. New experiences, new dreams, new realities. And so Saturday, I'm just so looking forward really to be able to speak to pastors and other leaders about shifting your ministry, how to shift your ministry. I want to talk 80% of pastors and other ministry workers serve in a rural context. And it is, in fact, being able to leverage the right book that will help them to expound upon their message, expand their ministry. And oh, everybody got to do that. Taria, you're muted.
Oh, my bad. I was saying if we could repeat again what the workshop is all about again for us, because the devil is a liar.
All right. Yes. So Saturday we're going to be talking about how to shift your ministry in this new year, and I'm really excited about the piece where we're going to be talking about cycles of 7. I'm a numbers guy. 8, the number of new beginnings. 7 being the number of completions. So that how in our ministry we can in fact be able to complete the work that God has called us. And in the rural small context, a lot of time ministry hinges on the ability to have funds in the house. And we're going to be talking about shifting your ministry, experiencing those cycles of 7 to help people get to that bag.
7 cycles of 7. Listen, if you guys are excited about Pastor Rechard's workshop on Saturday, go ahead and type 4 for anybody that is in leadership or thinking about it. You need to pull up and pull up. Listen, all these 4 workshops are amazing. Then y'all heard 6 workshops yesterday. My question is, have you upgraded to the VIP? Because if you haven't upgraded to the VIP, you're only going to be able to see 4 workshops. Because all of our speakers are going to speak twice, but we're going to do 4 sessions, but you got to select amongst them all. That's a lot. So for $97, y'all can upgrade today. And whoever referred you, if it was one of these amazing speakers, you will be able to also get an autographed copy of their book, and you'll be able to connect directly. Of course, well, you're going to connect with everybody directly anyways. So make sure, guys, listen, an Inner Circle, do not upgrade. Inner Circle do not need to upgrade to VIP. I had to refund some of my Inner Circle members because they quick to jump on it. Inner Circles, you do not need to upgrade. You're already qualified. All right. Let's go ahead back to Dr. Tajiri. Real quick, how can we get in contact with you, darling?
Good evening again. So if you want to connect with this diversity, equity, and inclusion justice specialist, you can reach me at www.dr-not_Tajiri, Tajiri.com.
Love it, love it, love it. And Pastor Rechard, how can we get in contact with you?
Yes, very simple. For those who want to contact, get and connect with us, it's www.6daycontent.com.
Love it. And listen, guys, they're gonna also type their links in the chat. I know y'all want to connect. Also, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can also see. Oh, I gotta update and put Dr. Tajiri's on this one day. But you can see their information down there too. But we will make sure that you will be able to contact every one of the speakers, and some of our speakers will actually be reaching out to you directly regardless. Okay. So the final thing is, if you guys do have a giveaway, if one of you guys or two of you guys or whatever, if you're offering any raffles, just raise your hand so I can have you guys introduce what the raffle is. Oh, okay. So Taylor, I'll have you go first, and then Pastor Rechard. So explain, what is your raffle? What are you offering?
Yeah, so I'm offering a $25 raffle ticket that can be used against any of my services.
All right. Okay. So, and you're going to add in a Amazon one too or something?
Yeah, and yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So $25 towards services and an Amazon $25 raffle ticket. So that is awesome. And Pastor Rechard, what you got?
Hey, listen, you took the words out of my mouth. It's a $25 Amazon gift card.
Listen, you can never go wrong with a $25 Amazon. Some of y'all might win a couple of those gift cards. So they're going to be offering that. And of course, we'll make sure that you guys get more details from them for being a part of this raffle. Thank you guys so much. Well, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you. And we cannot wait to see you guys on Saturday. Y'all have an incredible night or morning. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Well, listen, I am so thrilled. That was amazing, y'all. Were y'all left on fire? Again, drop something in the chat. Let me know what you guys loved about this. And again, these raffles, y'all, we want you to get something really, really cool. So, you know, if you get $25, $50, again, we have raffles of $100 cash, $200 Cash App, 50-inch flat screen, tablet, ear pods, one of these light up mics. So we are offering so many different goodies and giveaways, things that you can use to just enjoy yourself. All right. Now, of course, you guys will also be able to get the chance to work directly with our amazing speakers. So make sure that you reach out and find out more details about their free offers and their giveaways. So with that stated, y'all, what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and get ready for these raffle giveaways. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and announce. And for those of you guys, I've been seeing y'all post in the Facebook group screenshots of your networking. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So y'all make sure, don't forget. So again, you're going to post your video. Okay. You're going to post your video by tonight, which is going to be, what time I told y'all? I said 9 p.m. Central Standard, which is 7 p.m. Pacific. So 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, and that is 10 p.m. Eastern. Post your video, 60 seconds or less, on what you loved about day 3. That's all we want. So you're going to start with your intro and what you loved. Then the second thing, and that's going to get you 10 entries for tomorrow's drawings. And we're going to select 4 names tomorrow, okay? And then for the screenshot of the networking breakout session, and you also want to share what you liked about the networking. And I'm going to announce what that gift is going to blow you away. What that gift is going to be tomorrow, okay? Just know that I'm about to make an investment. I'm about to spend some dollars. For those of you guys who qualified for the Industry Times article, I'll be reaching out to you guys tonight with an email on 3 questions that you'll need to 3 to 4 questions that you'll want to answer so that we can get that published. And then of course our inner circles, y'all don't worry, because y'all got some. So those that are inner circle members, which is actually 2 of them, they'll get 2 articles. So we'll do an Industry Times and we'll do another one on top of that, because we're already going to be publishing an Industry Times for you for being a part of the inner circle. Okay. All right. Well, let me pull up these names, y'all. It's a lot. It is. I must be honest here. It's a ton of names down here. Also, we refresh. So I'm leaving these videos up here, but tomorrow, if the video that you did on day 1 don't count for day 3. All right. Okay. So let me share my screen. What is that? The screen keep doing this big heart thing like it want to act up. Oh, Jesus. Yes. Make sure you guys type your chat. And remember, they have to be here. You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to claim your name. All right, let's get it. I'm just going to spin the 3 names, and you just got to let us know if you're here, okay? Let's do it. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 ah. Jackie M. Email is L. Is that an L? DYMS Developments. Is Jackie? I think I said it earlier. Is that Jackie? Is Jackie here? Jackie, you got 5 minutes to claim your name. Jackie, are you here? Let's go for the next. Hey. Ba-dum, boom, dum, dum. Sharon Hudgens, are you here? Are you here? Let us know in the chat. Hold on, let me pull up the screen. I can't see. Is Jackie here? Is she here? Is Sharon Hudgens here? Let me know in the chat. Nishika Melton! Is Nishika Melton here? Is Nishika Melton here? Y'all, where is Jackie? Where is Sharon Hudgens? And where is Nishika? They've got a couple more minutes, y'all. We about to wrap it on up. I don't think they are still here. I think they missed out. Y'all need to let them know they missed their names. But we got a couple more minutes, y'all. Are they here? Are they here? Are they here? So Sharon Hudgens, Jackie, as well as Nishika. I don't see the names popping up. All right, y'all, listen, and don't y'all go message them either, because I know what y'all do. Y'all will go, oh, Sharon is here! I know if anybody is here in this office, they probably be like, what in the heck do she be over there doing? Because I just be yelling. I don't care. I pay way too much money to be quiet. You gonna hear me today. Okay, is Jackie here? Or Nishika? Dang, y'all. Well, it don't look like they are here today. I know they was here early. I know Jackie was here earlier. So if anybody know them, let them know their name was called, but they didn't get a chance to win because they were not here live. That is the requirement. That is how it is. You got to show up for your success. But you know what? They'll get a chance to win tomorrow too. Okay? All right, y'all. So listen, it has been a privilege and a pleasure. What I'm going to do, I don't see Jackie typing in the chat. She's not here anymore. She was here earlier. They have to actually type. And please do not go and message. Let me tell you another thing. So there's a story. Matter of fact, while I tell you this, she missed out. I don't see Jackie typing in the chat. And I can also check to see if she was here the whole time. Let me tell y'all something for those of y'all who probably are trying to go message people and tell them that they won. So there's a story I want to share with y'all. Okay? Let me share the story with y'all. And then we're about to get ready to go into networking or breakout sessions. Yeah, see, she's not typing in the chat. So don't y'all go, That is the requirement. So there's a story about this man that was walking up the street. And if anybody knows anything about a caterpillar, is that a caterpillar, when it is time for it to transform, you know, it goes into a cocoon and then it becomes a butterfly, right? So what happened was this man was walking up the street and he saw this caterpillar that was in the cocoon. And it was in the process of where it was still developing itself and things of that nature. And he saw the caterpillar like going through this phase. And while it's like kind of expanding through the cocoon, there's still pressures and areas of pressure where it must go through this pressure in order to fully become the butterfly. And so the man was sitting there just looking at the caterpillar. And you know what he said? He came up with a bright idea. He said, let me go ahead and help cut this caterpillar, or this butterfly out of this cocoon so that it can be free. And so when he cut the butterfly out of the cocoon, he thought that the caterpillar or the butterfly would now be able to fly. He noticed the wings were a little bit thicker than normal. They looked to be heavier, but unfortunately now the butterfly was not able to fly. And what we realize is that many times when we think that we're trying to help someone that should have gone through the process, when we're trying to help someone to shortcut their way to success, when they didn't give it their all. And I'm not saying that, I'm not talking about Jack A. or Nishika because they could have had an emergency, but that's a part of their process. And so when we interrupt other people's process, what we sometimes do is we prohibit them from being able to fully get their wings. Because what happens in the pressure of the cocoon is that the juices of the cocoon, the whatever that's in there, it pushes out to the wings so that the wings of the butterfly can fully form so that it can actually fly. And so that just came to mind because I know for a fact that some of y'all messaged some people whose names was saw and said, your name has been chosen. Get up here to win. Stop doing that for people. Stop trying to allow people to get to the shortcut to success when you had to pay the full price. Does that make sense, y'all? Remember, we've got to change the way that we do stuff if we want this to truly be a new us. And that's another thing. I ain't shortcutting nobody's success. I'm not offering nobody no shortcuts because guess what, baby? Didn't nobody offer none for me. And so nobody's offering them for you. Hey, the only person going to rescue you is you. So make sure that you, listen, if you want to win, you got to stay on. The great thing is you can watch this right from the phone. You can watch this from your phone. So don't miss out on the opportunity because you got distracted. Don't miss out on the opportunity. And listen, for some of us, maybe whatever it is that caused us to be gone, make sure that it was worth it. Amen. Make sure that it was worth it. And so, yeah, y'all love the story. I kind of messed it up a little bit, but y'all know the story. Y'all can definitely duplicate it. Go look it up. It's a great analogy for us to understand the importance of having to go through the process. And so when we looking at it and we asking God, why I got to go through this? Why am I dealing with all these challenges? It's difficult. It's hard. You understand that you are going through the process. And when you finally get through it and you start flying and everybody look about how beautiful you are and how amazing and everybody, I knew you could do it. Because you know that's how people do us. They've been watching us. They see us doing it now. Now they see you in the Forbes. Now they see you in Industry Times. They see you in the Author All-Stars magazine, which by the way, y'all do know the city of Atlanta officially December the 15th awarded us with Author All-Stars Day. Y'all do know that, right? Yes. We got our own day, y'all. But when then they start hitting you up talking about, oh, you look so good. I knew you could do it. You deserve it. All that type of stuff they be trying to give us when they was looking at us and not even giving us no support, no love. When they was watching us from afar, that was the process that we had to go through. And that process is what makes us better. But now it's okay if y'all tell them that their name was chosen and they missed it. That's fine. But don't be reaching out and saying, hey, you need to jump on because to reawait. No, stop doing that, y'all. You messing up people's process. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we're about to open up. If y'all want to hang out a little while, some of y'all like, listen, I ain't done. I want to hang out a little bit more. I want to network. I'm going to open up a couple of rooms for you guys. I'm going to call them, we're going to call them American cities. I'm going to open up like four rooms that y'all all can go and hang out in. And tomorrow we're going to create some rooms based on just, speaking, book writing, business and stuff like that. Okay. So kind of like on the different areas of where some of our speakers are at. So if you want to go into those rooms and connect with them before the workshop, for those speakers that actually go into those breakout sessions, you'll be able to hang out with them. All right, y'all, listen, it's been a privilege and a pleasure. I haven't done this quote in a while. I'm gonna close it with this. Remember, guys, that vision is the art of seeing what's invisible to others. So don't allow people who do not see what you see to break your focus. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, it is so important that you do not look left. Don't look at what they're doing over there. Do not look right. Don't get distracted because what they got going on over there. You got to learn to stay focused forward. Put the blinders on. Because let me tell you something. When you learn to focus forward and focus what's for you, guess what's going to happen? At the end of the day, all will be well. I will see you guys for day 4. Invite 2 people that you know need to be a part of this. Tell 2 people. Don't keep it to yourself. You can come by yourself, you're going to learn a lot. You invite some people that, that's in your circle, man, guess what? Y'all can earn a lot together. God bless you all. The networking is open, so go hang out in the lounge. Click on the lounge. Connect with some people, y'all. For real. If you know you ain't got nothing to do, go over and hang out in the lounge, and I will see y'all on tomorrow. Bye for now.